as soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks, I'm out of luck, and no one seems to get me here. They talk about some all the stuff that I don't even want to hear. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, yeah, yeah. Hanging with somebody, yeah, yeah. Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody, yeah. Goodbye. The truth is I didn't even find your company that good. My lessons learned. Maybe I don't have to be around these people anymore. This party sucks, I'm out of luck. I don't know why I'm being here. They talk about some silly stuff. They even don't know if it's real. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, yeah, yeah. Hanging with somebody, yeah, yeah. Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody, yeah.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
Thank you for joining us on this fine Thursday night. We got lots of questions already. Let's do Becca. Let's see, Becca. Becca was 2 C's. No. Becca has 2 C's. All right, Becca Boo wants to know. Week ahead. All right, what does the week look like? The formal question is, what does the week look like now that I'm back home? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your donation. MR Dreaming with Tess. We got Sarah. We got Marut up in the house. Hershe, Lani, Stephanie, Tarot Magician. What's going on? Miss Moonlight Musing. We got Joan. And let's see. And we got Erica. Well, Eric and Larissa. Welcome. Appreciate y'all hanging out. What is going on? It's a fine Thursday night. Tomorrow is Friday. It's Good Friday. Hopefully it'll be a good Friday indeed, my friends. I'm all excited. We got Easter Sunday coming up. Hopefully you didn't mess up any of those eggs because, I mean, if you did, it's like basically, you know, filling up a car and all that gas leaking out at the same time. It's going to be a little bit expensive is what I'm saying. All right, Bartman, what is going on? All right, we got Becca Boo who wants to know about the week ahead. Let's get a good week ahead reading. Can we get the tarot camera? Can we get the tower cam up and running today? All right, we're going to try to get the tower cam up and running today. Ooh, I think we got launch. We got a launch. It looks like that we got a launch over here. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. Look at that very vibrant and beautiful tarot tower with all the blue in the background. We can change the color, but you just can't see it because the room is so well lit. So good news, the room is well lit. Bad news, you can't really see a lot of this because of that. Anyway, let's get a little bit of heaven and earth tarot action over here on the tarot tower and make it happen with the Becca Boo on the week ahead. I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll see. We'll see. By the way, TO update. We're finally home. Congratulations, Tarot Magician. Very nice to have you home. I appreciate you hanging out with us now that you are home. Hopefully you'll be streaming more. All right, let's see what's happening. Week ahead, we got a little bit of despair and cruelty. You know, that kind of leans in that direction, but it's always not all despair and cruelty, you know? You have a little bit of the Princess of Wands as well, King of Pentacles, and material trouble. Oh man, the week ahead just looks a little bit troublesome. It looks like you got a couple of mountains to climb on the week ahead. This is something where you're going to have to push at it and get through it and definitely keep running, keep going, and keep the motivation up. It looks very kind of demotivational, like everything is against us or everything could be a little bit challenging on this week. That's not always a bad thing. Good challenges are there to find out, you know, how good you can be through those. Everybody has their own unique set of challenges and circumstances. This is something you're going to have to sort of push through. Despair and cruelty, almost just like that we believe that we need some challenges. We believe that things are going to be in our way. Cassie, thank you for your donation. Shamanic journey, what is going on? But yeah, a little bit of that. Watch your beliefs in the week ahead. Watch your expectations. Watch what you think is going to happen. Watch where you think it is going to happen. You don't want to get into a situation where you're bumping up against a little too much stress, and some of that is caused by your own doing, right? Maybe too much worry, making too big of a thing out of something that is in there. Cassie, thank you for your other donation. But it just feels like that the Princess of Wands says, when we get an opportunity to go through, when we get an opportunity to sort of pursue things through the bump ahead, through the mountains ahead, we're going to make it happen with that. Hershe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. King of Pentacles, next to the material success, it's almost like save up for a rainy day. What can we do to save up a little bit for a rainy day, to make sure that we have enough substance, we have enough things in our purse to be able to move fast and all of that other stuff. So I think that's it. I think that's it basically for there. So week ahead, a little bit of a challenge. Make sure that you're prepared for it and get it done. It's not going to be a problem. You have had challenging weeks before. Hey, it is time to make sure that those get through. Antonio donated like at 1 p.m. today. So yeah, we got Antonio is next, not Antonia. Antonio. That's from like the EQ2 video game. All right, next stream. What is the thing? A and S hiding. What are A and S hiding? What kind of things are behind the curtain? What kind of things are behind the curtain over there that would need to be revealed, that people could be hiding and all that other stuff? So yeah, super moon indeed. You know, if you're going to have a moon, it might as well be a super moon. If you're going to moon somebody from the back of your car, it might as well be a good one, is what I'm saying. So yeah, what is ANS hiding? It looks like there's other options. It looks like there's more than one thing. We have a lot of movement. We have a lot of things going around. You just have kind of this illusionary success over here. A lot of the things that they are hiding, they're hiding for just the wrong reasons, right? Be random with me. Welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, you do have the star over here. This is something that they're not good at hiding it. They have been attempting to hide it. They're not really going to make a lot of progress on doing that. There's a lot of different things that they feel should be a little bit in the hidden realm. Illusionary success. This is a lot of times they're doing this for a purpose of doing this for, people lie to sort of save face. And I think this is one of the things where they're trying to save face with that. You do have basically the lies being revealed, kind of the star. We're sort of following in that direction, making it happen. And then all of a sudden we run into ruin. And this gives us a possibility of seeing things, seeing through the lie, seeing across there and making them out in the open. The Queen of Wands as well says the lies just aren't good. They're not functional. They're not something that, is going to help them or help you, or it's just something where it's like, this is not something that's overall beneficial. And a lot of people do try to save face even when it's not necessary to save face. And that's just kind of something that's going on here. Just in my opinion, of course. Never assume somebody's lying based on a random dude on YouTube reading cards for a living. Here we go. D's next action towards me. I'm kind of curious for an update on this. We'll get the This Might Hurt Tarot on here. This Might Hurt Tarot is an interesting one, especially for this. I think we have a different D than the last time. I think that D has a little bit of an attitude difference. We've seen this before in previous readings with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man seems to be all over this place. And I mean, that if the D is hanging, the D is on the Hanged Man. So we're going to have to see where this does take us with that. So what are the next action towards me? You got a little bit of a challenge with that. We'll see where this is going to go. Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, coming across very sort of romantic, very kind of in your face with this, right? You have the Eight of Cups. It's almost like that you've given up on them at some point. It feels like that their level of miscommunication, their level of not really getting you in a good connection here is just not working, right? The Eight of Cups, you're ready to give up on a lot of this. You're ready to sort of give up hope and give up a lot of the aspects of this that's making it currently work as per. Knight of Cups says they do feel a little bit of that, so they are coming in with a little bit of a romantic feel. They want to kind of, get up and say, hey, I'm romantic. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. And the Knight of Cups is a very Mr. Romance kind of thing. Coming in with coffee, it's almost like a late night call or a late night opportunity with this individual, kind of, seeing what they can do, what opportunities they can give us. And the Two of Cups, they feel like they're just sort of roaming in. They're trying to reinvite you into their life, bring you back in. Again, you've given up on a lot of these aspects. They kind of feel like that. They want it, to sort of pull you back in a little bit. So I think that's the next action, a late night call, pulling you back in a little bit, trying to change the overall feel of where things are going. Jalisa, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. What is going on? We got a awesome day indeed. Dreaming with Tess, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's get a Dreaming with a Tess type of deck with a waterfall tarot over here. This is my deck, making it happen with that, right? We got Kizerwanda. Welcome back. I appreciate that. I don't know the judgment yet. The landlord was caught committing perjury. His photos were time-stamped. Oh, no. Oh, man. You finally had your appeal course today. Oh, man. I tell you, I'm sure a judge is not going to be pleased with somebody trying to pull one over on him. Spiritualist, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out with us as well. Oh, man. If you get busted with that, like anything else you said is just going to be assumed to be a lie. That was pretty bad. Then he came over and they took the pictures after I moved out. And then I went and showed my evidence. The pictures were timestamped the day before. The pictures had moved out. Wow, that's pretty embarrassing. Like the minute that they commit perjury and that, everything else they said is pretty much dead at that point. All right, we'll see what's going on. All right, we got a little hope the day is awesome. General, let's make it happen. Ace of Pentacles, Dreaming with Tess. What are you dreaming about? What are you creating? What are you working on? What are you sort of adventuring into? I think that there's a big adventure awaiting you. I think it's going to start this month. I think you're kind of getting a little bit of a feel of what's happening, where things are going, what's going on with that. You got a little bit of an intuition spike as well, kind of thinking that, hey, there's some things happening. I want to see where it's going. I want to see, where this thing is going to take us. That Ace of Pentacles just says we have an adventure waiting. It looks like a big adventure too. Queen of Pentacles says this brings us money. This brings us into a level of monetary success. Not only that, but you have a level of stability from that, a level of sort of goodness that's coming through here. Queen of Pentacles is always a good focus card because it has sort of that nature feel. It has a backup to nature. It has a back to the basics kind of thing. We need to go back to the basics. I think a lot of times we overcomplicate life. We overcomplicate our success. We overcomplicate where things are, where things are going. And we need to go back to the basics and look at this from a very rudimentary level as to what I would like to take to the next level, what I would like to pursue. Because a lot of times you do get a couple of hints of this or that, and you're not really sure which one to take. I think you should be taking the easiest, the most obvious, sort of the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple indeed. I think that's going to be good, right? Ace into the Queen, very good. Yeah, you're sort of handing it over to her. So it's kind of like the ball is in your court kind of thing too. Even though we have the grounded stability, what are we going to do with that? You're talking about things working against you. I think other people's opinions, other people's ideas are working against you a little bit here. Make sure and take things with a grain of salt when other people have an input, when other people have a kind of an opinion about what you should do and how you should do it. I think a lot of people have very valuable and exciting opinions, but a lot of times it doesn't work in our situation. For example, if I'm doing stock trading and somebody comes over and they say, you should do this, and, maybe I don't meld well with that. Maybe somebody else's reading techniques don't meld well with how I want to read tarot, that kind of thing, right? So don't really let other people's opinions sway you unless those opinions do jive with what you need to be doing. The Lovers overall just says that other people are going to be important. So that's sort of a twist to this, right? Don't let other people sway you, but other people are going to be important. Why? A lot of times they can be our structural support. They can get up there and make or break us with a lot of exciting things and a lot of good things. So we're sort of like that Six of Wands activity where we have a lot of people rooting for us, a lot of people marching with us kind of thing. So let people support you. Let people be there for you, be there for others, but don't let them sway you in a direction that's not naturally going to be someplace where you would go. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But we had a nice major for the end there as well. I kind of like the Lovers in that reading. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Where is this going to take us? And will that take us, excuse me, to a level that where we can be supported or where we can support others as well? So there we go. All right, we're going to the next reading, which is Sarah. What is coming my way with a little Victorian romantic indeed. The only deck that I keep in a bag is what I'm saying. In a bag. Dreaming with a Tess. Thank you for the double shot tonight. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see where this is going to take us. A little bit of a Victorian romantic. If you don't have this one, it is not cheap. It is not cheap. It's like the Bohemian Gothic, which was just on sale. I did not pick any Bohemian Gothic, right? I did not pick any of those up. I'm sorry. I already have one. I don't see anything in this particular deck that just pulls me in and gets me excited and all that other stuff. That's the way it goes. The bags cost an arm and a leg. Everything from Baba's Studio costs an arm and a leg. See, and people ask me, they're like, how do you afford all those bags and boxes? And how do you afford all that stuff? I've been doing this for 20 years. So I'll get one bag and it was on sale for $20. And of course, now it's like $500 thanks to inflation. But you know what I'm saying? You get a bag and it's $20 and they'll run a bag and it'll be $15 because it's on sale. So I'll get another bag. So yeah, but they are not cheap, nor is the tarot cheap. But the good news is the tarot is good for resale value. So you end up making your money back, in my opinion, So you buy it for $100, you wait a year, and then you sell it for $300. So you make 200% profit on your investment. So it's not a bad deal. Anyway, all right, what is coming my way? Why is the Three of Pentacles reversed? It feels like work is not making the grade right now. It feels like work is not really helping you. Work is not assisting you. They're not getting you in the direction that you would like to go. Definitely here. The Three of Pentacles being reversed as well. You feel like other people are not supporting you at work. And I think that's what happens when many times we go to work. Other people may not be supporting us. They may not be on our side. And I think that's kind of where the feeling is. Like people are not on my side. People are not able to support me the way that I need to be supported. The cost of business is affecting everybody. And I think the level of stress as well does push you to the other end as well. I think there's a level of stress coming as far as work goes. I think there's a level of disagreements. We've seen this before with maybe a project, with maybe where we want to go with this, with some details, that go through this. This is something you want to be very careful about who we tick off, who we tell our opinion to, and how we want to format our opinion to make it the most effective for where we would like to be at the end of the day. So Three of Pentacles, teamwork doesn't seem to be functioning. You're going to have to work through that. There are many ways to pursue through that, maybe agree with a group, even though you really don't agree, or put something in there. The Three of Cups right next to it being there. It looks like things work out, no pun intended, with the situation, right? We have a lot of opportunities here. And once we embrace these, once we get these going, once we make it functionally okay, I think the Three of Cups sort of kicks in. It's almost like these situations or people become our friends, become a little bit better, with us. And I think that's going to be something that you would like to see, right? Mina, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. Eight of Wands does say you do have a trip coming. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's a team trip. Something's going on with the trip as far as maybe late summer, August-ish, fall, okay, late summer, early fall kind of thing. You may have a trip that you're going to find out about. So that's something as well that is coming off with your way, or is coming on in your direction as well. So I think that's going to be important. The Chariot is interesting, especially sandwiching over here with this 8, right? Movement is critical. Movement affects how things go. So be careful with your trip. Be careful of where you want to go. Be careful of the planning. Anything needs to be a little bit planned, overly much so that you can make it happen. And thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Three of Cups with the Eight of Wands. We got 2 movement cards sandwiching this. What your future revolves around movement. Now, this is, again, movement through some pursuits at work. Movement through some pursuits in relationships, in love, because I do think you have possible long distance situation coming on with love. You may want to check that out. But that Three of Cups is good overall because it sort of makes up for a little bit of the Three of Pentacles being reversed as well. You got a lot of threes in here, which is kind of interesting, especially around this 7 over here. I kind of think that you could have somebody that you know is going to be pregnant later this year. So, there we go. We're going to go through that too. There we go. There's a lot of things coming your way. A lot of things coming your direction. And thank you for the double shot. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's get to the next one. Teddy did not run off with the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Indeed, All right, how does R see me? Do they like me? Do they not like me? How do they perceiving me in this particular situation? A lot of talk over here with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen tonight. Cassie, all right, how does R see me? Do they like me at all? Will R be open to a relationship in the future? I immediately see yes to that. And thank you for the triple shot. Look at you going over there. All right, we got the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. How do they see me as a potential relationship? So we kind of have a little sneak preview at the next reading, at the next question with this. With that Six of Swords next to an Ace of Cups, I see you as a potential love partner. I see you as a potential love thing. There are some good things sort of in the mix here. They do see you in that regard. The Nine of Cups as well. They see you as an emotional support person, somebody that is in there, in it to win it, somebody who could be there emotionally for them, somebody who is open emotionally and ready to sort of make the next opportunity happen. Six of Swords especially is this. If you're going to have anything with R, you're going to have patience. This whole reading is one big strength card, right? One big strength card, Ace, you got the Six, you got the Nine of Cups. The emotions are there, but we have to wait for the payoff as it comes through with that. Crafty Lady is over there lurking. What is going on, Crafty Lady? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. All right, the next question is, will R be open to a relationship in the future? Ooh, that would be interesting. And I'm going to lean towards yes. That immediately what came in with my intuition. That is what looked good intuitively to that. I kind of like that. The Star with the Hermit. We had that Six of Swords in the previous reading. It looked like one big strength card. And I think that's one of the opportunities that we have here to continue on, right? You got the Four of Coins. It's a matter of waiting. It's a matter of them pulling back, not making themselves as available as well, as well that they should do it. The Hermit sort of pulling back initially. It's going to be a little bit of getting the door open, letting things happen naturally, letting things go slow, and kind of, perceiving where it is going to take us in the next opportunity. Because the Star says this is something for long term. Is this something that you would like to see for the long run? But patience, again, going to be the virtue here. And I think that they indeed would go with a thumbs up, would be interested in a relationship in the future. That's what I thought intuitively, and that's what I see in the card. So that's looking good tonight, my friend. It is looking good tonight. Let's get a little bit of a white fly tarot down on here. White fly tarot. It has been a minute. We got Assel up there in the, we got AA up. Whoa, what am I doing? We got AA. That's not working. We got AA. That's working. Wait. A. So you got an X named A? X. A, get back together. All right, well, me and the X get back together. Is that going to be possible at all? Or is that going to be a dead-end reading with that? We're going to get back together with the X. A little bit of the white fly says 3 of Cups. The X is busy with other people right now. They have other things they want to pursue. They got other people that they like, other people that they want to see where it's going. You're going to have to chase them a little bit, but as well, you're going to have to kind of wait. They're going to do their own thing over here. A little bit of that 3 of Cups action. So you're going to have to be, you're going to have to put up with some of that crap. Nobody really likes that, you know, with the X, but the X is interested in others. Can we get back with the X? Now, the Pentacle says we dedicated too much of this adventure together not to. So can we do it later on? I think that's going to be okay, but not a lot right now. I wouldn't hold my breath right now. Hershe, I hold my breath for you, though. Let's see. Need week ahead reading from the Thoth or the blind spot. All right, I'm not sure. Is the blind spot tarot, is that a thing? I don't know what the blind spot tarot is. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe it is something. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. We got a little Thoth over here. If you don't know what the Thoth is, you are on the big adventure of the Crowley over there. Journey. What's going on? Let me know what your question is. Thank you for your donation. All right. Need my week ahead. Week ahead. You know, the first thing I see is just everything going pretty smoothly. Everything goes pretty smoothly the week ahead, in my opinion. Wow. A lot of people want some big decisions made. A lot of people are going to come to you and they're going to just command things or try to control things. A lot of people are going to be coming from a little level of guilt as well. You are going to have some people that are a little overly excited about stuff. You've seen that before, but you are going to have a little too much of that in the week ahead. So that's the way it goes. Big Cleo, thank you for your donation. But yeah, this is the time in the week ahead to firm up what you need done for the rest of the month and possibly the rest of next month as well. So that's what's happening over here, right? Again, you're being controlled. You have a level of control that's trying to be sort of pushed through on you. There is a level as well of building blocks here. It's almost like a Lego game at this point. You're building blocks into the next thing, right? You get the Lego, you put all the blocks on the bottom, and then you build up into that. A little bit of a foundational exercise. I think this week is a foundational exercise. Like I said at the beginning, you do have a lot of things happening later on. You do want to focus on those, but this is a building block time of moment for you, right? You got the sort of the wheat field being created. They're proud of it. They're taking a break, and you have a level of seriousness, a level of overhead that needs to be done in order to make sure, you know, so where things are going to be at the end of the day. So there we go. A little bit of a week ahead. Blind spots. No, not really. Just, you know, just be open to people being very upfront, being very passionate, being very in your face with things this week, because that's kind of something that, you know, you're going to have to deal with long term, and that's the way it goes. Anyway, we got the Tower moment coming over here with the modern love tarot. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, got a little bit of a modern love tarot, one of my favorite decks of all time. Me and Ultraviolet went to a psychic shop, and they had a lot of good tarots over there. I ended up spending $200 on tarot decks. So hey, tax deductible, what the hell, you know? Big Cleo, thank you for your other donation. Got the double shot going. Everybody's doing double shots, triple shots. It's time for all of that to be happening over there. All right, love reading. The Tower, love line. life looks like the tower right now. Love life looks like the tower right now. You know, sometimes it happens. That's the way it goes. Let it ride. Let it ride. A lot of times we need to let a tower moment in love fully manifest, fully come through, fully get everything the way that it needs to be. Let it all come down and collapse, and then embrace where you want to go from here. You don't want to try to catch the tower collapsing. You'll get crushed underneath it. I think that's going to be something very important here, right? If you got the tower crumbling down, let it. And that's the thing too. Don't be emotional. Don't get caught up with that. That's not going to do you any good, okay? The moon, as far as love goes, it's all about getting the emotional connection, the emotional wonders out there, and getting those moving and getting those running. A lot of times we get too involved with logical things with love and logistics, and, you know, let that ride, because that's not going to do you a lot of good. Big Cleo with the triple shot. Thank you so much. But yeah, let the fool. Love is a journey. Let the journey roll. Let the journey go, okay? You want to be able to walk off that cliff and take the risk. You don't want to hold back as far as love goes, because that's really not going to take you in the directions that you would like to be with that. We got positive things coming in this week. What kind of exciting positive things do we got going on? I'd like to kind of see something good with this week. Let's take a gander at it and see where this is going to take us. You do have a Four of Cups over here. It's almost like intentions will be revealed. A lot of people that have intentions towards you, maybe a little bit of a crush on you, they've been looking from afar. I do think that they will be revealed soon. You got that Four of Cups over there, and that's an exciting card to have in a reading, especially with positive things coming up. You have this level of disconnect, this level of disassociation. It's time to get through that, right? I think that's going to be an important aspect over here. And intentions will be revealed. It's almost like in a group setting. The devil says don't take any risks as far as things in the coming weeks. You want to stay stable. You want to stay permanent. You want to get things to where you're comfortable with it, because the Six of Pentacles says this is an opportunity for you to sort of give too much to too many people. Don't get in that aspect. Make sure you're getting what you need. Make sure you're okay before you give out to other people. I think that's going to be the big aspect with that, because the devil is on your shoulder in some respects, and you got to appreciate that. Big Cleo with the quad shot. Thank you so much. All right. Reading related to where the current project is going to take us. All right, let's see where the current project is going to go long term. Got a Queen of Cups with the Empress and the High Priestess. It's all about the level of learning, the level of thought, the level of preparation that comes into the current project. We need to do like the woodworking, right? Measure twice, cut once. You don't really want to make any big mistakes or any faux pas when it comes to this particular aspect. The Empress says, let's get serious with it. Let's really sort of put an umbrella over it, put our arms around it, and embrace it as something that we want to do. Sort of let the universe know this is something that's important to us, that we're excited about. High Priestess as well just says, you know, measure twice, cut once. You don't want to make any big mistakes on here, and then you have to come back later and fix them. That's not going to do anybody any good. Queen of Cups says, put all of your passion into it. A lot of times it gets a little bit repetitive. We all understand that, but it's all about the passion that goes into the project that will make it stand out and will make it unique. And you have been asking about people noticing it. The more passion, the more excitement that you put into something, the better off it is overall. People see passion. People see passion. And I think that's something that's going to be important, related to how people perceive you, perceive your project, perceive where it's going, and what have you. We have the teddy bear over here. Reiki B isn't here, but Reiki B donated to make the happy teddy bear dance and all of the dancing that happens. So thank you, Reiki, even though you're not here. Reiki hasn't joined in a couple of days. Hope she's okay. I got to check with her, make sure everything's cool. Probably being worked to death over there at work. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. All right. How does Jim currently feel about me? Jesus, they love you. I don't know why you even ask it. They love you. Is there some doubt or something? What the hell's going on over there? What's going on with Jim Bob? Jim Bob really likes you. Those are some nice ass car. The sun and the judgment. They're both very sunny. They're both very illuminated. They're both very good, right? They're both very nice. Judgment card says if it didn't work out this first time, it works out the second time. Maybe this is something that needs a second initiation or needs a second shot. If that's so, it looks pretty good. The sun, you have two beautiful sunny cards. You have two protectors looking over us too. You have the sun bear over here. You have the big bear over here calling us out, seeing where we can go with this. So we almost have a protection. Something like somebody is looking over this situation, looking over this connection, and they like it. They like it a lot. So this looks great. And we get the love balloons. If you need the love balloons, we can get that. We get the heart of hearts. We get the love balloon. It just looks good. It just looks nice. It just doesn't look like there's any issues at all. That is pretty important. All right, Big Cleo's got the quad shot tonight. If I apply to R for TC, will I get it? I have no idea what any of that means, but you know who does? The Owl Tarot. The Owl Tarot. They will make him sign a contract. That's what I need. That's what you need. You need everybody to sign a contract, you know? Especially when it comes to love, you need a contract. Yeah, that's right. Get it notarized. Get a contract, get it notarized. It's all got to be in writing. All right, let's see what's going on with the Owl Tarot. The eye is looking at you, looking at all of you. It said, hello, I am the eye. I'm the eye in the sky. Looking at you, I can read your mind. I'm the maker of fools, meaning with rule. Okay, all right, let's see. If I apply for this, will I get it? Simple yes or no question. 5 of Swords, King of Wands, Knight of Wands. They all say yes. 5 of Swords. Why are you doubting it so much? You got a lot of doubt over here. You got a lot of doubt. You're thinking, maybe it's a thumbs down. Maybe it is a thumbs down. You don't have a lot of confidence in it. Something's going on with that. Anyway, the 5 of Swords, you feel defeated. You look defeated. You seems like that you don't have a lot of confidence making it happen. King of Wands really sort of gives you the fiery aspect that you do need in there, right? You do need in there. That's going to be kind of important because the Knight of Wands with the King of Wands, you're both very action-oriented, very movement, and they're both facing left. Like, face your fears. Face the situation. This is not something that you can ignore. So what are you thinking? What is coming up in your brain with this? It looks positive, but you have to be able to pursue through any doubts you have in your mind. So overall, we're going to do the opposite of what you thought. We're going to do a thumbs up reading. I do think you'll get it, but you need to deal with whatever thoughts and things are going on with that. Angelica, well, I appreciate you hanging out. We got Johnny Blake. What is going on? That does sound like a Mortal Kombat character. Johnny Blake, finish him. All right, Johnny Blake, what is your question? What about applying for Q LLP for TC? Will I get this? All right. So R looks good. Let's look at Q. We also have D. We also have D. Okay, so now we're on Q. So we did R. R looked good. We have big doubts about that. We have a lot of doubts. We have to pursue that, but R looked pretty decent. Let's see for Q. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. It really looks like this is not available. It's almost like, okay, we're going out on a limb. Entertainment purposes only. I think you're being lied to about the Q LLP. Something happening here where you're being lied to. There's something going on. It's like, well, that's not exactly something that I was interested in or that I liked or where we're going with that. So yeah, so I think you're being lied to. I'm sorry. I'm just entertainment purposes only, but yeah, I think you're being lied to on this. This position is not available. 8 of Swords, a little bit of a hindrance. Ace of Swords, the communication's there, but the reality is different than the communication. The Page of Cups too. The Page of Cups, like, I wonder if they'll fall for it. I think. Wait a minute, Johnny Blake, a Virgo and a Scorpio. A Virgo and a Scorpio. She's a Virgo and me a Scorpio. 18. Wait a minute. Getting back together after 18 years of marriage? You had your chance. I don't know. We'll see. All right. If I apply to D LLP, everybody does love the D.
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody does love the D on that. Oh, man, I don't know. Let's see. Lani, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Yeah, Thursday, I normally don't stream. I streamed today, and Teddy was like, you need to let them know you're streaming. I'm like, if they come in, they come in. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that, All right. D, 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you'll get this one too. This looks good. All right. You have a big miscommunication over here. You're not getting the level of communication that you like. You're not getting the level of communication that you like from this. I can see that immediately. You're not getting the level of communication that you like. Why not? Like, what's in the way? What's going on over there? Something weird's happening with this, right? I do think that you'll get it if you applied for it. I think that'd be all right. But Ultraviolet, I never ignore you. I just read what you say and don't reply. But the Page of Swords just says that you're not getting the communication. I'm not saying it's miscommunication. I'm saying it's not the communication that you want. Right? You have the 7 of Wands, nice movement card. You have the 7 of Swords, big movement card. We're carrying things through the air. So we're able to move into this. We're able to get this opportunity. If you want it, you'll be good. So yes, it looks good. Again, we're leaning on the thumbs up with that. I like it, right? I like it. Will D acknowledge me as his girlfriend within the next 2 months? Yes. You see that, right? You see that, right? You already see that. We said this before. Johnny Blake, this is not your reading. Johnny Blake, your name would be here if this is your reading, Johnny Blake. Your name would be here. This is not Johnny Blake. Johnny Blake, finish him. No, it's not Johnny. It is Big Cleo. So Big Cleo's being read for, and this is Big Cleo's reading that we're currently doing. There we go. When you see your name up here, that'll be your reading. But until your name is there, that is not your reading. All right, let's see what day it is. It's freaking Thursday. Good Friday is tomorrow, my friends. Good Friday is tomorrow. Hopefully it is good for you as it will be for me. Will Z acknowledge with it? You said this before, right? You said this before. Spiritualist, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. You said it before, but you framed it like, will they be my girlfriend? I'm sorry. Will they acknowledge me as a girlfriend within like a week or something like that, right? So, and I said it's going to be a couple of months. So now your question is, well, it's going to be a couple of months. You got all the good things in a couple of months. So it's reinforcing previous readings. You got the star. If you want a girlfriend, if you want the love connection, if you want everything to happen like that, that's going to be a couple of months journey, right? You got the star over here with this is sort of in the stars. This is sort of in the, we're leaning that direction. We're pushing that direction. Queen of Cups, the emotional satiety that we have here is important too. And the 8 of Wands, the movement towards this goal, ending up where we like to be. So that's an easy yes. That's an easy, we already got the love balloons, but we'll do the thumbs up anyway. It's a super easy yes as it goes. So overall, I like it, and we are going to go with a yes. All right. Lani is next. What is a Gemini thinking about me? What can I expect in this coming week? Well, that's a very generous donation. Thank you again, Lani. I greatly appreciate you. Let's split that up into the double shot donation over here. I'm leaning on my tarot tower over here. We're leaning towards another deck right now. We're leaning towards something a little bit fresh Thursday action over here. I want an artsy deck. I want an artsy deck for you today, Lani. I'm in the mood for an artsy deck. I think it's going to be interesting and exciting. All right, so this is the this is that deck right there, right? Revival Art. Now they do have 2. If you're going to spend, and they are not cheap. If you're going to spend the money, I recommend that you buy the original version 1. I recommend that you invite the original version 1, and I think that is going to be good. Because version 2, it looks like all the leftover paintings that they didn't use in version 1. You know, that's it. All right, so we got part 1 with this. What is the Gemini thinking about me? You got the Hierophant. You know, the Gemini with the Ten of Swords and the Judgment card. The Gemini is in that mode where they're all in or they're not going to be in at all. In other words, they want it to be 100% or not there. It feels like if they are going to go for it, they're not going to try. They're just going to make it a success. And I think it's important to them, right, to get that Hierophant. But there is a level of control that they need here. And I think that they're micromanaging themselves out of a good relationship with this. They need a level of control, a little bit on the narcissistic side, as always, with this individual. But you have that 9 of coins. Like, I need some results. I need to see results that I like in this way and that way. And if I don't get them, I'm just not going to be happy. Like, it's all or nothing. 10 of Swords or the Hierophant, it's everything or it's nothing. This is something that's going to be, you know, that's going to be an action packed if we start it. In other words, if they start it, they want it to work. And it feels like if it doesn't work, they don't want to start it. So you have the Judgment card, like they may try to reboot it again and again kind of thing. This is something where they're going to give up, come back, right? H LLP, thank you, Big Cleo, for your other donation. But that 9 of coins says, I need results or I'm not really going to bother with it, all right? That's what they're thinking about you right now. Now, let's see part 2. What can I expect in the coming week? So we got an all or nothing, dedicated to it, but I need my results to be happy. So what is that going to bring them to do that? Emperor says that they are going to start messing with your head, first off. They're going to try to sort of trick you. They're going to be in a little bit of that mode of, yeah, you know, I don't really want to be up front and level with you and be real with you. I want to trick you a little bit. You got the Emperor with that 3 of Cups. I want to play a little mind games. It's almost like they mention other people's names, like maybe you'll get jealous or maybe you won't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of a weird situation with this. High Priestess says it's all about knowing who they are and what they're doing, because any communication from them is going to be double layered, one with the reality and one with what they are presenting to you. And you don't want to get those two caught up. You don't want to get in a situation where, you know, things aren't working and it's because, you know, you didn't really take it as it needed to be taken. You do have a 5 of Cups as well. I think they're just going to piss you off at some point, but you know, this week, so it just feels like the communication is going to be double layered. It feels like some of it's going to piss you off. You know, you just got to take it with a grain of salt as it goes. High Priestess is all about getting to the reality of where they're sort of going and all of that other stuff. Anyway, all right, Shiba Moon, I thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, so there we got a little bit of an artsy deck out there. We got all the generous donations tonight. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Big Cleo is next. Spiritualist, if you have a question, let me know. I greatly appreciate you. All right, it's 54 and her neighbors mowing their lawn. Okay. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's the temperature outside?
It's 57 degrees right now.
Okay, it's 57 over here. I don't know. I'd go out and mow my lawn if I could. It's better than 100. You're in Texas. All right. Anyway, Big Cleo. Well, H LLP give me, okay. Man, let's see. You know, since Shiba Moon is here, we got to use this. Well, let's use the Shiba Moon on their reading for that. You know, I really want to use this over here from the Tarot Tower is a nice one over here. You know, this is the Meraki Tarot. Now, come August, I am going to buy a lot of these and give them away. I'm leaning on 50 to 100. It depends on how good my stock market trading is doing. But hey, if you're watching my channel, it is doing quite good. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Spiritualist wants a general. We'll get that for you, Spiritualist. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Will the H give me a thing if I apply Temperance, 6 of Cups, and Knight of Wands? No. Knight of Wands. Did you apply for this before? Did you apply for this damn age thing before? You got a 9 of Wands, like it feels like we're re-engaging this somehow. 6 of Cups. Yeah, I think you'll get a good reception. Feels pretty good. Temperance card, it feels kind of weird and iffy and kind of off balance. At the end of the day, no. At the end of the day, it just doesn't look like something long-term that would be satisfying for you. It's not like that you shouldn't apply for it. It's more like that you feel like you wasted your time if you get it, if that makes sense. Anyway, all right. We got a little bit of a generality going on over there for Spiritualist. We will go, see, it's only 7:04. Let's see. Spiritualist with a little bit of a general action. Let's make it happen over here. Let's see. Your north temps are different up there. You're north by 45 minutes. Yeah. You know, us northerners. You make it sound like I'm in Minnesota. Yeah. You northern Texasers. You northern Texans, you don't know what South Texas is really like. You don't know how it is in the South. You don't know the struggles that we have down here in the South. We're like 2 cities away. All right, let's look at the Q while I take a drink. There we go. Whoa, and I dropped the lid. All right. Let's see. All right. Where am I going? We got money draw. Okay. A little bit of a generality. 10 of Wands. Is that 10 of Wands or Swords? There's 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Hermit. Man, stop what the hell you're doing. I mean, that's what you got, right? Stop what you're doing. What are you doing? Stop it. The 10 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. It's interesting. The 5 of Swords is basically a 10 of Swords, but kind of a lightweight 10 of Swords. That is so interesting. You have this double layered effect of stop what the hell you're doing. Now that begs the question, what are you doing? Does this mean stop your love stuff? You know, because you do have a hermit over here. Does this mean stop because of futility of it? Are you doing something that is futile? Are you doing something that is a waste of your time? Stop what the hell it is. But you got to figure out what is this thing that you're doing that you need to stop. Because it feels like that you don't know what it is. It feels like you're completely blind to it. I think you should take a step back and examine it from different perspectives, maybe examine it like a third party's looking at it. What do you need to do different that's going to help you in the long run here? Because whatever you're doing, it ain't working. Let's throw these aside. Let's look at the rest of this. Queen of Wands with the Hermit. It's almost like the level of success that you're seeing is not really a success. You know, when I say that, a lot of time we have fake successes. It looks like things are working. And this is what I talk about in stock market trading, right? I preach this all the time. I'm like, never celebrate winning money in the stock market. You should always celebrate following your process, right? You want to celebrate, I followed my process. If I lost $10, if I won $10, it doesn't matter. I have a system and I clicked the buttons when the system said click the buttons, and therefore I had a successful day and I had a great day. Losing money, winning money doesn't matter, because long term you'll win money, but only if you follow your damn process. So if you get emotional about it, now you're scared, now you're doing stupid things because you're emotional about a rational, logical progression of steps that you should be taking with no emotions whatsoever, you're going to screw it up and you're going to end up in a ditch. Queen of Wands is you're doing something that basically is in that level, right? You're celebrating the wrong thing. You're dissuaded by the wrong thing, getting emotional about something it doesn't need to be emotional about. And the Hermit does give a little bit that Virgo feel. It says, what can we do to back up a little bit? Look at this logically. Look at it from a step-by-step procedural standpoint and make it in that direction rather than the direction we would like it to be. There we go. That's a weird-ass reading. But hey, you came here for the weird-ass readings. You get the weird-ass readings, you know? Shiba Moon is back. Oh, welcome back. I appreciate you. All right, we got a triple throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And, of course, we will use the Shiba Moon Tarot. If you don't have this, it's still on Kickstarter for the next few days. You got to get in there and support Shiba Moon. This is going to be an amazing. Look at how cute this is. We got the cute backs. We got the cute fronts. You all need to be supporting this. This looks amazing. All right. All right. Shiba Moon, shout out from Print Company 1, 2, R3. We got Prince on number 1. We got Prince on number 2. And we got Prince on number 3. Numero 3. Let's see, with that, print companies, there's so many of those damn things. You never know what you're going to get with print companies. Number 1. Oh, King of Cups, 5 of Swords, and 2 of Swords. Don't use that one. Number 2, 2 of Coins, 2 of Cups, and the Justice. I like it. Number 3, the 2 of Wands, a Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. All right. Entertainment purposes only. Never print something based on a random dude on tarot reading your cards on the internet. Print company number 2 is the winner, but let's dive deep in. First off, you got a shitty 5 of Swords, a terrible 2 of Swords, and a terrible King of Cups, all within the same realm. The King of Cups being isolated. It's almost like that maybe they're a little bit of a distance away. You're going to get delays out the wazoo from this company. This is going to be a company that has too much distance between you and them to make things functional, to make things work. I really think they're going to mess up the box or whatever we're doing with the box. There's something really focused on the box being absolute trash from this particular company. It's almost like that the templates they're giving you for the box are incorrect. Like, I would really look at this and say, let me double check. Is this the correct template for the box? It feels like something's wrong with templates that you're getting from the company, number 1. All right. So number 1 looks like second place, but they look pretty terrible. They look pretty terrible. Number 2 is the clear winner. The 2 of Cups. You get a good reception from this company. You really do, right? You got the Justice card. They know how to do things. This company knows how to do it correctly. This company gets it done. This company, you're going to be fine with them. The 2 of Cups, you feel comfortable. You feel like you're getting a level of communication, level of connection with them that you need. The 2 of Coins, they ask you the right questions. Like, hey, it looks like that this card needs a little bit of a text moved down a little bit. You want to do that. It's almost like that they catch things that you don't. Number 2 is a clear winner by a mile. All right. Number 3 is interesting. Number 3, they don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm not saying they're new at it. It's Page of Wands, Page of Swords. It feels like it, though. This could be a brand new company. This could be a company that you're new with. You don't have any references to. This could be a company that you're not comfortable with because maybe it's somebody you don't know anybody. You've never tried them before. They won't give you any prototypes. You can't find any decent reviews. It looks kind of fishy. Something's going on with this particular company here. Like, they're new at it. I would say, so this is first place. I would say this is second place, and this is third place. So coming in second place, you need to double check shit with this company. You can't have 2 pages over here, especially one being a sword, without double checking what they're doing. Okay. You'd be like, yo, let me go ahead and get, a digital prototype. Let me review it, Okay. So it looks like that these are here and there. You want to ask all the questions that you can over here. And I think that's going to be it, right? I think that's going to be important. So if you do the second one, I think that's going to be absolute so far. Anyone. Anyway, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And that is it for me. Whoa, I wanted to do Johnny Cage. Do you see me and Lisa getting back together after 18 years of marriage? What the hell happened there? Now, this is one of the ones I want to get the person on the phone. She had 18 years to figure it out, and it didn't work. Why are you going to retry it first? Did they see? I need to get this person on the phone. Number one, who initiated the divorce? Who initiated all of this drama? Was it you or was it them? I assume it's them because you want to get back. If it was you, maybe maybe you left. It's been 6 months. You're like, oh crap, I should have done that. I don't know. I wanted to see the situation. I'm going to assume that Lisa dumped you. After 18 years of marriage, okay? Let's just make that assumption now. If I'm wrong, you let me know if you're still even here. I don't know. We'll go with this might hurt, Tarot, because this might indeed hurt. But you had your chance. You and them had your chance. And that is a long, long time to be married. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Move on. Time to move on. And that's going to be rough because if you got 18 years together, you probably got kids, you got a house, you got a ton of mutual friends, and that's really difficult. That is really difficult to deal with. But I do think that that's going to be difficult to get a revival on. I don't see a judgment card. I see an Eight of Wands, says keep moving. I see a Queen of Pentacles. You had your chance. You had your fun. I see a Four of Swords. There's a lot of concern, a lot of worry about this. Is this something that is going to be difficult to let go? You're going to need a lot of therapy to let it go, but I think move on, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'm just a random dude on the internet, but time to move on. All right, and that is it for me. Thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.